What's up, everybody? It's Simon from Lake Hub. Today, I thought it'd be fun to do this one in front of my Calvin and Hobbes mural. Shout out to Bill Watterson, one of the true geniuses of our time. Anyway, let's get after it. What I'm going to be talking about today is flashlights. You've got to carry a flashlight if you're heading to the lake, no matter what you're doing. If you are camping, if you're boating, you're fishing, if you are hiking, biking, whatever it is you're doing on the lake, you got to have a flashlight on you. I went into some really deep research about a year ago to find the perfect pocket AA battery driven flashlight. And I think I found it. Now, when I say perfect, what I mean for me is budget, a reasonable price, longevity. I wanted it to, have a really long range, lightweight, compact. Those are the things that are important to me. Lumens, for me, the difference between 160 lumens and 300 lumens, I don't do police work, I don't need that much blasting power. So I value a longer lasting battery life than I do maximum power. So those are the things that are important to me, and what I landed on after reading all the specifications of all these great flashlight brands is this one, Fenix E12. So I've been using this for about a year. This is a fantastic budget flashlight. When I say budget, I mean under 30 bucks. So, just like I've talked about with pocket knives, if you don't have a flashlight, you're like, 30 bucks for a flashlight? But if you're a flashlight nerd, or you're like an everyday carry, kind of nerd, and you kind of turn your nose down at a $30 flashlight, like, that's not going to have everything I want. So what I'm getting at is it's kind of low middle of the road. And that makes it attainable for most folks. Buy once, cry once, and then you have a flashlight, okay? This has been a great addition to my pocket. The one thing that was most important to me was a AA battery, because I've been in a situation where a rechargeable has gone out and you're in the middle of using it and you're hosed. There's nothing you can do. You need a backup light when that happens. AA, you can stash one of those everywhere. You can stash one in your vehicle. You can stash one in your fishing tackle box, whatever. And you know that you have a backup. Now, of course, there's the waste. You don't want to be wasteful, but you can use rechargeable AA's. Though they've come a really long way. So that saves the ongoing expense. That saves the ongoing waste. You can use rechargeable AA's. Then you have the best of both worlds, in my opinion. You have the rechargeable nature, and you have the AA swap out when your battery dies. Another thing that was important to me is that it's simple. There's not a lot of features. You really don't need to ask a whole lot out of a flashlight. So I don't need custom settings. I don't need a dozen settings. That actually kind of annoys me. I have a light that I use for hunting that has a red light, it's a blue light for tracking blood, yada, and it has like 8 configurations, and you have to click through all of them to turn it off. Don't like that. When I need it, it's a great flashlight, it's powerful, it does its job, etc. But if I had to carry that thing, if that was like my main go-to flashlight, I would be pretty annoyed. Now this one, what I like about it, on, high, medium, low, off. So you press the button one time with the click. Here, I'll do the click next to the microphone. There you go. So you can hear the click, that turns it on. A little half push cycles through high, medium, and low. It starts off low. It's always going to start off low. And that's what you're going to be using most of the time. You just click on, click off, and that's fine. If you need more power, pop, you have more power. So I do really like the simplicity of that. You know, it's made to stand up on either end. It has these, it's a little kind of castle rook kind of deals right here on top. You've got lanyard holes. It comes with the lanyard. I don't like lanyards, so I don't use them. But you can set it very easily and stably up and down. The pocket clip means you can set it down and it doesn't roll on the table. And those are all very handy. It's easy to swap the battery out. Just unscrew the top. The power, I think I mentioned it was 160 lumens. And so that's one of those things where you can look at another brand like Streamlight or Olight that also offer a compact AA flashlight. Both great brands, but they're maximizing power. So the technology is better and it's tempting to go that way. But when you really start thinking about it, do you need double this much light? Do you really need double this much light? Because all three of those are using the same power source, a AA battery. The power doesn't change. And so if you're getting more juice and you're making that battery work harder, then that just means the life is going to be shortened of the battery. Battery life is a zero-sum game between these three different models that all use the same power source. So I went with the one that's kind of throttled on brightness. It's still very bright. I mean, this is 160 lumens is enough to do most of the things that anything that I've ever asked of it, it's been able to do. I'll put it that way. I really can't find the reason to shorten my battery life to get more light out of this thing. I can't find that reason. Okay, let's talk about the shortcomings of this light. So obviously, if you're looking for maximum juice here, this is not the brightest, most powerful light on the market in its category, a AA compact. So if you want to call that a shortcoming, I personally don't. If you want to call that a shortcoming, sure. The other one is the pocket clip. Okay, so let me show you the pocket clip. Now, at first glance, you're like, okay, yeah, that's cool. That looks like a good clip, but you start looking at the details. One thing that's great about it is that it's a deep carry clip, which means the top comes almost all the way up to the top of the flashlight. So the only thing that sticks out of the top of my pocket are these little kind of wings that go on either side of the button. Otherwise, it sits deep in my pocket. It like disappears in my pocket. Really, really, really like a deep carry clip. Olight, Streamlight don't have those. So that's a win for Fenix in that aspect. Now, where this clip starts, right behind this kind of waist right here, it means that you can't shove it into your pocket. You have to pull it up. There's also this little lip right here, and that makes it hard to get all the way to the top. I would categorize that as a design flaw. Both of those aspects, right here and then right here on the end. Now it's not hard, the way it's designed, to grab with two fingers and then just pull up on the clip and get it all the way down in your pocket. So I've mastered that, and now it's not a big deal to me. It's not a mental, hurdle or anything like that. Just grab, drop in your pocket, and then once it's in there, it's locked in. Just because of that, because of those same aspects, it's locked into your pocket. It's not moving. But at first, it was kind of annoying that you had to do this to get into your pocket. The other thing that I would categorize as a design flaw in the pocket clip is you look at this right here, this top part. Oh, cool! I can put it on my hat. It's a reverse clip, right? So you could put it in your pocket upside down if you want to. I don't know why you would, but that's the main feature, is that you can stick this on a hat bill, right? Or coal miner mode. So it looks cool, looks useful, except for the fact that hat bills are about 1/8 of an inch thicker than that space, which renders it pretty much useless. I still clip it on my hat, and I still have, but what happens is the bill can't go all the way up to the front because it doesn't fit. And so it ends up being about halfway, and the light, when it's on the bill of your hat, I've used it on the bill of my hat. I use it, and so it does work. But if you bump it, it swivels back and forth because it's sitting. It kind of creates a fulcrum right in the middle. It doesn't go all the way to the front. If the bill of the hat went all the way to the front of the clip, it would not do that. So there is not enough space in here for most modern hat bills. I've tried this on several different hats, same thing. So if it's on top, it just kind of does this. That's annoying. I have a headlamp for purposes like that, but in a pinch, you need 2 free hands, stick it on your hat, do whatever you need to do, tie your knots if you're fishing or whatever the case. So a little bit annoying, but that's the sort of lack of attention to detail that you get in these, like I said, more affordable flashlights in the $30 range. A $60 flashlight is going to have more attention to detail on the pocket clip and so forth. Personally, I'd rather have 2 of these than one $60 flashlight. And you know what? I do. I got another one of these. So I do have 2 of these. I put my money where my mouth is. I've also, this makes a great gift. This makes a great gift for anybody, but especially people who like to spend their time outdoors. So I've given this as a gift to lots of people now, just because I believe it's such a great addition to your pocket, to your everyday carry, wallet, phone, and keys, pocket knife, flashlight. So that's my official review of the Fenix E12 version 2.0 flashlight. Great flashlight. I really recommend that you try it out. I'm going to put a link down below to the best price. It'll save you a couple bucks. It'll get you under $30. I'm Simon from Lake Hub, and we'll see you out there.